Steve, what's your favorite Austin Powers catchphrase?
I think it's go fuck yourself back to Schaumburg. I think that's what
You. Am I wearing red to support the Chicago Teamsters Union? No, this is it. What do you call it?
Teachers! Flippers! Elbow!
We wore these. The three of us wore these on Valentine's Day at Lounge Acts like 12 years ago. But they couldn't find theirs. They say. And I think the man who made this is right there. The man who sewed this. He's like a girl. He sews. Go. Louder. Have we ever considered having Rick Ocasek produce our next album? No. What did that guy say to you on stage? Nothing. He smelled like alcohol. So.
Hey, we're back here.
Yeah.
Does this t-shirt make me look husky?
What?
Yes.
My favorite story about Jason Noble? I have like 1 million favorite stories about Jason Noble. No, I'm not gonna do that. Dude, Jason Noble, let's hear it. The best. You.
This is an anniversary thing. Why is Todd denying us sweet blouses?
Did you hear that? This is an anniversary show. Why is Todd denying us sweet, sweet blouses? I added a sweet. They're in the bass drum.
It was awesome having Sprawl and Dead Rider play with us.
Why is it so hot? Why is it so hot in here?
Tom's fixing to blouse it up for you, Tom. He could do the whole blouse and G-string set, but I think he's just gonna...
Double blouse. Anything else? Anybody else? Yes.
It's like magic. You speak it into the air and it happens.
It's the worst experience I've ever had on an airline flight. My food was cold.
It's like, yeah, I think Todd probably has the worst air.
Yeah, tell the story, Todd!
I hate to speak, and I can spend the next 3 days telling you about fucking horrifying airline experience. But I can guarantee you there isn't anyone in this room that can top this fucking one. We played in a... Well, they still fit. So we did a really lovely tour in about 10 years ago. All these amazing, beautiful countries, Switzerland, Italy. I don't remember very many. I'm sure it was fucking awesome. And we crossed the border into Germany. And the fucking weather went bad and the food went awful and the people were horrible. And it was September 11th, 2000. And we got stranded for a fucking week, 7 days. And this promoter woman's like, hey, I feel really bad for you guys. You're stuck here after 3 weeks of awesome touring in amazing countries. And they're in Berlin. is there anything you need? And I said, yeah, how about a brick of hashish? That's exactly what I need. So she gave me a brick of hash. Bob and Steve were on Air France, because they're into that French shit. And I was flying KLM because I'm into that Dutch stuff. And so every day we'd go to the fucking internet cafe. They had the internet then. Check our flights. One day Bob and Steve are like, hey, we're getting out of here tonight. And I'm like, fuck, now I'm in Berlin by myself. But I still have a pretty good part of this brick of hash. So, is there a curfew? Do we have a curfew?
No.
This might be the end of the band. Steve and I were rooming together, and I'm really fucking desperate and depressed, and I haven't been home and saw my dog in 3 weeks. We racked up like a $2,300 phone bill. Out of the blue, we get a call. We used to have a travel agent. Well, they're like the post office. You don't need them anymore. So the travel agent calls and he says, hey, I've got really awesome news for you. I got you out on a flight at 5 in the morning from Berlin to Amsterdam. But bad news for Bob and Steve, their flight got canceled. So I'm going, fuck. I bet there's a great chance I'll go to the airport in Berlin and my flight will get canceled. I should save this block of hash because I know things are going to go horrifyingly wrong and I want to go back to the hotel and smoke my hash. But fuck, if I leave a brick of hash in Steve's room and he gets arrested, he's fucking really going to be upset with me. God, I hate to throw it away. I'm going to eat it. I think it was about that size, but it weighed more. So I stayed up all night, and right before I got in my cab, I swallowed this brick of hash. Got on the plane in Berlin to Amsterdam, and I got to the airport, and it looked like a lot like this, multiplied by 1 billion. And so I had my glasses on, and it went I walked right by fucking everybody. Where are you going? I said, I have a flight to Minneapolis. They said, yeah, the line's over on, where Wicker Park is. That's where the line is. This is the line. And there were people sleeping in the airport still after a week. So I got on the fucking plane. And this couple next to me were seniors that were wearing University of Minnesota sweatshirts. Super cute. Fresh out of the fucking shower, wide awake, just had breakfast. They felt great. The guy really wanted to talk. He thought I looked interesting for some reason. I said, hey, what do you do? Hi, how are you? Good morning. And I said, hey, what flight were you originally scheduled on? He said, well, this one. I said, this one? I've been stuck for a fucking week. This is your scheduled flight? Yeah. So I don't wear a timepiece. I said, you know what, sir? I've had a really long life, and I'm going to try and sleep on a plane, which I can rarely do. But I've had a brick of hash. I've been up all night, on tour for 3 weeks now. And would you mind if I closed the window? And I had a window seat, so I closed the window, and I fucking was out, completely out. And but I had some time-keeping device in my suitcase I used to carry. So I woke up, I'm like, fuck it, it's like 8 hours later. And I opened the window and we're on the ground, and I go, fucking, the greatest flight in the history of the world, right? So it's not a bad story, that's what you're thinking. But I look around, and I fucking kid you not, everybody on the plane is eating ice cream out of ice cream cups. I go, wow, this is fucking really strange. Sir, he goes, wow, you were really out. Hey, excuse me. And I felt really rude, but they were enjoying their ice cream. I'm like, I gotta get off this fucking plane. I need a cigarette really bad. And so I go, excuse me, and I get out. And I go into the overhead and I grab my bag and I throw it on my shoulder. The stewardess goes, excuse me, sir, can I help you? And I said, no. And she said, where are you going? I said, I'm just getting off the plane. And she said, getting off the plane? yeah? We're still in Amsterdam. Still in Amsterdam? Are you fucking joking? It's 8 hours since I fell asleep and about 14 hours since I ate a brick of hash. We had to replace the main cabin door on the aircraft. And nobody's allowed back to the airport because it's full of people. So it's going to be a few more hours before we take off. And now I was coming down, I needed a fucking cigarette, I hadn't been home in 3 weeks. And then I wanted to jump out of the plane, but we were only about 10 feet high. That's my airplane story. That's one of them. I can't tell you